The funny thing is, Tuesday's post corresponds to what I was talking about for Blessed Mondays. But the reason why I said stop living in fear and living somebody else's crap, it's like I said before, most of you guys, or probably everybody, is working at jobs you do not like. You're working at jobs that, be honest with yourself, you prayed for, and you thought it's going to be the bells and whistles. You know, the first couple of years, you got to new environment, you're like, okay, cool, you know, this is kind of something new, and then you was cool with it. And I think E.T. said it best on one of his podcast, is how, you know, you was that person that would come into work on time, get the job done, say a little bit extra things of that nature, and then all of a sudden, you know, you start falling off because you start getting comfortable. Y'all know I have to play my favorite instrumental on this podcast, so it's gonna be perfect. You guys ever play it again, you know the reason why. But yeah, you know, you be at a job where you truly had, you know, you was just that person that was just really knocking things out the ballpark. But something happened down the line where you got bored of doing the same routine. You start seeing the bullcrap that's happening around your job, and at the same time, you start to hate your job to the point where, you know, you're like, man, I just want to quit. I want to do something else. But you are afraid of leaving that position and that job only and because you let the money get caught up on your mind. At the same time, things with the bills, and if you have kids, you know, you worry about all of these trivial things to the point where you don't see the bigger picture. There will always be another door open. The question is, are you going to walk into the opening of the door for wherever it may be? It's another cat I follow to by the name of Postman from liveallbeats.com. I'm a music producer as well, so I learned most of my game on the business side of things from listening to my boy Postman, listen to his little podcasts, things like this that he's been doing. Not motivational calls, but almost like business type calls they do. And I have some of the older ones he did a couple years ago that still apply to this day. And I just he says something that has stuck, and I just had it, and it just went out my mind, but it's gonna come back. But I'm gonna try to reinterpret it the best way that I can remember him saying. And he was saying how, you know, most of us just be living in fear of not moving on, not learning, and not wanting to grow, because we just let life come and try and push us around. It's like you cannot let life push you around. And if you work at a place you don't like, trust me, it's going to be another door that is going to be open. The question is, once again, are you going to grind out and go after going through? Are you going to grind out and go through that door to find out what it is that you truly are put on this earth for? Because if not, then like I said, you're going to be, and I'm going to give you a prime example. Like I said earlier, the job that I'm at is going haywire right now with the different changes and things of that nature. But our management is not really kind of like pushing in, you know, try to really help us out. Well, certain management. But that's what it comes when you're working for a contract company that's also a corporation. So when you work in a corporation, you know, they do their little things, and you're not going to like some of the stuff. But at the same time, you live in somebody else's dream. Because while you getting your paycheck every 2 weeks, and you look at the funds and how much you made, and then you look at the bills and everything else that comes up, it's like, you know, you get to the point where you know, you're like, you basically almost want to say F everything That's one. And at the same time, too, you're just like, you know what? There's something else better. Oh, that's what my boy Postman said. He said you be passing up opportunities each and every day. You just don't realize it because it doesn't come into the form and shape that you would think an opportunity should be. Trust me, I can speak for myself because I've seen it happen so many times where I ask God for something, He shows me something, but I don't catch it on that point in time because my perception is not on the perception that He has. It's on the perception on try to rush and get something done as quickly as possible. I'm going to tell you right now, never be the person that try to rush anything in business, and especially peer-to-peer type business, when you're speaking to people about your business. Never be a rusher, because the moment you are a rusher, it's the moment that folks can feel your energy, and once they feel your energy, they're not going to really want to, as we say in the hood, they're not going to really want to F with you, or really want to mess with you and your product. Or as we say in the business world, they're not going to want to collaborate or work with you because you're trying to put pressure on. This way, we also, what do we call that? We call that, and I just had the word, we call it a fast start for certain businesses, but it's more than a fast start. It's more of, I would say, in other terms, it's almost like an emergency. You try to get something done as quickly as possible. But at the same time, you have to remember, you have to balance your energy out so that way folks can actually feel what you're really representing. Because if they don't feel it, then they're not going to want to work with it. And I've seen it happen so many times. So you got to make sure you have the right energy and things of that nature. Because you can be positive and smile all you want, but your energy, how you come off as almost as begging for somebody to help you out or whatever. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Because the moment you do that, it's the moment, like I said before, folks is not going to want to mess with you or anything, and they just going to look at you sideways like, really? Like, we don't want to, work in your establishment because you're just rushing. And you not being a man or woman of your word. So, ladies and gents, never, never, never become a rusher, because that does not get the job done for anything. So let's continue on with the show, shall we? So, on Motivational Wednesdays, April 26, 2017, I said a daily reminder: if you want to make God laugh, tell Him your plans. For at the end of the day, He has full control of your plans, period. Yeah, I had to play this beat. It's called Everlasting Bond, from the instrumental album I have produced, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, entitled Tire Distractions, which is on every major streaming music site you can think of: iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, whatever. Go ahead and check it out. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, let me explain to y'all what Motivational Wednesdays is. Come on, let's go. Like I said before, if you try to plan out your life and what's going to happen and things of that nature, God's going to laugh at you, and you're going to need to laugh at yourself. Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, God knows your plans. God knows what you're going to do. God has everything set in motion for you. The only difference is, what God actually does is that He gives you a choice. But most of you guys don't know that God gives you a choice to what it is you want to do in life, because you don't pay attention to the signs. But God does give you a choice. And when He does give you a choice, He's going to see and test you as to what it is you're going to do. So you have to remember that. You have to remember that everything in life is a choice. But once you understand what God is doing for you, And trust me, the blessings will come in full circle. The thing is, we don't properly see it that way because we want whatever we want there and now. I'm going to tell you right now, there have been some, and I've seen God working this too. There's been some things, man, where, even try to plan out my day, where I have everything ready down. The moment I step out the house, man, something else be coming up or something else be rearranged and changed. I'm just looking like, what in the heck? I'm like, I had this plan out. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you got that plan out, but what does God have planned out for you? I mean, what does God, I'll put this way, what does God have planned? Yeah, what does God have planned out for you? Now, what do you have planned out for yourself? So if you ever want to make God laugh, tell me your plans. Tell him your plans. And trust me, he gonna laugh at you. Because most of you, I'm telling you right now, most of y'all think, and I hear other entrepreneurs, and I explain this on one of the podcasts too on Tuesday, the special one, where I literally had said, you know what? I said, we can plan things and things of that nature, and I hear entrepreneurs, other entrepreneurs, stuff like that say it, which is true. Go ahead, write down your goals and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm going to just keep it real. God is going to laugh at your plans because he's going to look like, okay, you talk about you want to make $1 million and things of that nature, but do you have the work ethic to really push forward? Do you really have a strong work ethic and a strong mindset? Or put this way, can you really handle what comes with getting $1 million? And you really handle what really comes at the end of that, because it's way much more work. I heard E.T. say that the reason why the reason why you got the top level people that make that much money, it's not because they make it because of their product, it's because they find solutions to problems that most folks don't want to face. That's just why they make the most money. And that's just why that right there makes perfect sense. Entertainers and things of that nature, they make big money too, but it's kind of sketchy how they make it. But at the same time, they also are helping out problems. How? By singing and rapping and making music. Because music, to be honest, is actually the greatest problem solver, because when you listen to it, however it affects your mood, it can make you calm and things of that nature. So you got to take a look at it from that big point of view right there. But if you have any plans, talk to God about it first, because God's going to show you what he has for you. Literally. So be very careful when you ask God what is the plans that he has for your life. Because he'll let you know. But just as I'm going to say right now, but just don't expect that it's going to be all bells and whistles. It's going to be something totally different. It's going to be a blessing, but at the same time, it's going to be a trip. So get ready for that trip, because it's no joke. I'm living testimony with that. It is no joke. Let you know right now. This beat you hear in the background is also on the instrumental album entitled Tire Distractions by yours truly, Chinchilla Q. So, like I said before, the music I play in the background is all my instrumentals. All my beats that I had created. I'm a music producer and entrepreneur. So, yeah. I'm going to let the tagline play real quick. And then we'll go on with Daily Tips Thursday. Let's go. Alright, y'all. So on April 27, 2017, in Daily Tips Thursdays, I said, if the screams inside of you is louder than your reality, do know it's just your purpose telling you that you need to stop playing with life and live life with a purpose. You guys get the theme. The theme for this week is life. Lost my godmother and my uncle out in Texas. They passed away in a devastating car accident and whatever. And it's really caught me by surprise, because when my mom called, she's like, your godmother passed. I'm like, thinking to myself, how? And when they posted the video, well, one of the other family